We're gonna drop the fuel tank on my JA22 Jimny today. I have to investigate a running issue. It's a fuel problem, or fuel feed problem, where actually I don't have to put the key in. Where when my fuel is around here, basically where there's about a third left, the engine will stall and sputter out like there's no fuel. So primarily, I think it's a right turn. No, it's a left turn. A left turn will actually accelerate it. It'll make it definitely happen. If you're just going straight, you'll be running around, and like kind of like on the highway. All of a sudden, you'll feel it. It starts to kind of pull back and then die. Not ideal. Fortunately, the fuel tank is very accessible right behind the rear axle here under the bumper. You're going to have some bolts, 1, 2, there are 4 bolts, 3, and then there's one more somewhere over there. There we go. My tranny jack is back. These are 14 mil bolts. You'll also need to remove the filler neck hose right here with a 10 mil. Just loosen that clamp, and then you should be able to pull that out. Ideally, you want your tank empty or close to empty. Therefore, when you do this, you're not going to spill everywhere. Mine is at less than a third, roughly. Hopefully that's enough to get this out. I may have to lower the tank a little. You're going to start to see connectors and things show when you drop the tank. Most importantly, you're going to have these hoses and stuff to disconnect so you don't like snap them or bend them or whatever. Those are 2 rubber hoses right there. And now I am thoroughly making a mess. As you can see there's plenty of fuel to spout out of here, which is actually pretty high. There's a lot of fuel left in here. I got the rubber hose off. I got to disconnect the fuel sender, I think. And maybe this. Let's see. Also, interestingly enough, here's the pop-open door for the fuel tank. Of course, now, there we go. There are 2 more fuel lines here at the top of the pump. Gotta take those off. You will make a mess. There's some residual in the lines, and then right here, I think this guy disconnects somehow. There's a plug behind the bumper that this goes to. You just press down on the tab and it pulls out. Move the gas tank out. Try not to make any more of a mess you've already made. Alright, that should be fine. Missed another plug. This is the fuel sender. This tells your dash gauge how much fuel you have left, and this is the fuel pump assembly right here. Take out all these Phillips head screws, try not to strip them, and then we'll investigate what's going on inside. It's also a good idea to clean around this before you open it. Come on. Because this one is directly over the pipe. How am I supposed to get that? Okay. Being very gentle there. Nudging that pipe out of the way. There we go. This should just come right out. It's rusty. Alrighty, so maybe my pump is bad, maybe it's because this is super dirty. Unfortunately, I have gas in there. What do I do with it? Okay, hold on. I'll put this down over here. So this is like half a tank of fuel in here. I need to pour this out.
2,000 years later.
There is so much crap in there. Some corrosion and stuff. But primarily the problem is all the goo that is stuck right there. That's how deep the goo is. It's like 3/4, almost an inch. Scrape it loose. Look at this. After scraping and digging it out for a while, I ended up just leaving a little bit of gas in there so I could kind of like shake it out. I flipped it upside down and just banged it on a pole and just kept shaking it until all the stuff came out. I also just sprayed some brake clean in there once it was kind of dry, just to kind of dissolve and shake it some more, and this is what we got. There's a screw at the bottom of this fuel pump assembly. I was a little stuck, so I used an impact. Take everything apart. It is pretty straightforward. These things are really crusty. There's a rubber base right here that kind of holds and isolates the vibrations of the fuel pump, I guess. I don't know. There's a clip here. You just unclip it, pull it out. Everything comes off pretty simple here. It's all basic stuff. It's really cruddy inside my connector here. Cleaning it out is a little difficult because I can't flush it out, so brake clean to the rescue. I bought this fuel pump a little while ago. Custom parts made in China. Oh yeah, I bought this on Amazon. The new one comes with a new connector if you want to kind of just replace the existing wiring. I don't really want to mess with this, so I'm going to just leave my old one. It's still okay enough to keep. Reassemble the fuel pump just like the other one. Put the little appropriate sock size on there, the mesh thing. Mesh filter. This is your fuel filter, and this is what kept all that gunk out of the fuel pump. Everything looks the same here. Put this rubber thing back in. It only goes back on one way. Mine's a little deformed, but I managed to make it work. Remove the protective rubber nub on the top. I'm kind of just looking at how all this fits back together, checking the connector fits. The connector is the same. Don't forget the little nub that goes in the fuel thing. I don't know what to call that. There's one right here. I took it off the old one. I noticed it was sitting there. It helped that the old pump was white, so I could actually see this contrast. So that part goes on that nub there, slides back and forth. And then it doesn't really seal up here, but it's close to fitting perfectly. So I guess it just forcefully squirts fuel into this thing, and it's mostly contained, and it kind of sucks into the engine. I don't know. So anyways, this clips back on the top, and then you put the screw back on over this, and it holds everything together. Reassemble the whole unit, put everything back in reverse in the way you took it out. Make sure this gasket seats properly. There's two rubber nubs that kind of fit it to the top, and then just screw everything down. You don't have to go crazy with these screws, they just have to be snug. Assume the position with the fuel tank and plug everything back in, the wires and the 4 hoses that are up there. Some have hose clamps, so make sure you put that stuff back together. Put the filler neck back in and kind of just lift the tank back into place. Now I'm going to pour that dirty fuel I cleaned out of this back into the tank. I amplified the sound so you can hear the fuel pump in this video, but it's definitely louder than it used to be. So there's less fuel in here than when I started with. I'm gonna drive, wobble around a little bit, see if I stall out. Something like this, where I would come into an intersection like this, I would have an issue when I floor it to turn left, because I would just sputter out. Awesome. Now I can actually drive and enjoy this thing without panicking that I don't have a full tank of gas, because that's the only time it'll work properly. Now I can actually use my entire fuel gauge. I am mildly concerned that it's really, really low, but then again, it does have a lot less fuel in there than it does. It probably only has about like 2 gallons, maybe 2.5 gallons in there right now. There we go. I did not break my fuel sender. We have a full tank of gas. My trip meter does not want to work anymore. No longer wants to fully reset. It seems to be stuck. It does still roll forward, so I guess I'm stuck with that. But now guess what? We have a fully functional Jimny. And I'm not gonna have my range anxiety with this thing, because a few times I have stalled out on the highway and just kind of limped it along until I got to the next gas station. And you know, that's not great. I'm in a little K car stuck on the side of the highway on the interstate. Yeah, so at least now, no more of that problem. Kind of bummed about the odometer though. I mean, not the odometer, the trip meter. I don't feel like taking it apart. I'm gonna leave this as is. Just drive it for now. Maybe it'll just loosen up or something because it's been sitting. I do hear a weird noise in the back now. It might just be the sound of the fuel pump that I couldn't hear before. I'm not exactly sure. I'll put a few more miles on this and I'll update you guys later. So, subscribe. That was pretty easy. Drop the tank, replace the fuel pump, clean out the tank. That's very difficult. You might get, I mean, if you take the sender out, then there's nothing in it. It's just the metal tank. You theoretically could just shoot a pressure washer in there, just hose everything out, and then just air dry it thoroughly, spray compressed air, whatever you want to do, just so it doesn't rust. I didn't do that. This was good enough for me. I didn't feel like doing all that right now. Maybe one day if it gets worse, but that may be a long time from now. I will see you guys next time. Like I said, subscribe for more like this. I have plenty more to show you guys as I work on all my cars that I have. I have too many freaking cars. And now that I'm enjoying this again, I was teetering on selling this, but you know, I'm more on the side of not selling it, just because now my wife could use this too. Got an extra car in case something happens to her Mira, because I still have to do some stuff on there.